Hey guys, welcome back to PSVR Without Parole. Today we're going to be sharing 5 advanced tips for Beat Saber on the PSVR. These tips will help you in making the jump to Expert and Expert Plus, as well as obtain the Platinum Trophy. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's begin with your camera and height setup. Beat Saber requires a lot of precise movements, and whenever there's a tracking problem, it can be really frustrating and is almost always setup related. You're going to want to have your camera tilted down a little for this one to prevent losing any tracking while ducking. Stand about 6 feet back, press and hold the options button to recalibrate, and then take an additional step back from the footprints provided in the game. You also want to adjust your height in the settings to where the blocks come to about your waist side. This will give you a little bit of breathing room and increased field of view. Just be sure not to step back too far or else you'll miss the blocks before even getting a chance to slice them. Using your wrist is going to be essential for moving forward. I recommend holding the moves either near the middle or bottom to have better wrist control and found it to be less strenuous in the long run. When going for the SS ranking, you're going to have to combine using both swinging your arms and wrists to a certain degree, and hit almost every block in the center as well. You'll want to get a nice swing in before slicing, hit as close to the center of the blocks as possible, and also follow through after you slice. The campaign ranges from beginner to expert level. I started the first few sections, but then spent the majority of the time learning the songs in solo. After reaching expert, I went back and completed the campaign fairly easy, but there were a few important things I noticed that I should have known from the beginning. I originally had no idea there was a health bar at the bottom. When you make bad cuts or misses, you'll lose health, and when you make good ones, your health regens. Next, when having to travel a certain distance by moving the controllers, I found that spinning the sabers in a similar motion to bicycle pedals was the fastest way to reach the distance traveled target, which also granted me more time to focus on getting the target score needed. On the contrary, there were also levels that required you to not move a certain amount. The easiest way to do this was to hold the moves up to my body and rely on wrist movements alone. They don't really make it clear, but a lot of these things they're trying to teach you in the campaign are really useful later on. One of the Beat Saber secrets that intrigued me the most was disappearing arrows. And I gotta admit, it wasn't exactly the answer I was looking to find. I recommend lowering the difficulty when starting out. If you can play on hard, then you should be able to clear disappearing arrows on easy and normal without too much trouble. You're also going to want to keep your focus on the blocks in the distance. Those will be your only indication of where the pattern is about to begin. So if there's a song that you can easily full combo and find yourself playing more than others, give it a shot. In order to master the highest difficulties, you're going to have to use the training tools next to the play button. If there's a certain part of a song that you struggle with, adjust the time to start right at that point. I don't recommend using the modification tools to the left such as No Fail, because it doesn't really teach you how to play the songs correctly. Turn down the speed to anywhere from 50 to 70%, and once you can play it right, increase it by 10% at a time until you get back to normal speed. This will take a little bit of patience as you'll have to take breaks or come back the next day to see the results, but believe me, every time you do, you'll be a little better. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you found the information useful. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and for everything PSVR related, stay tuned to PSVR Without Parole.